This is Beach Collegiate League Baseball on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network, and it starts right now.
Final game this evening here at Myrtle Beach High School. Final game of 5 as the Murrells Inlet Longboards take on the Rawlings Stars in both of their second games today. The Longboards playing the morning game way back at 8 o'clock. Lofted out into right center field, making the catches poised for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down. That'll give me the chance to give you the defensive alignment for the Longboards. It'll be Coleman, Poist, and Mazzucano in the outfield. McDonald, Thompson, Bain, and Sundian. Third to first in the infield, and Silvestri will be doing the catching for Joe Roden. First pitch is a ball. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's a 1-1 count. Jimmy Evans up to the plate. In the first game, he went 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. The pitch, curveball that's lofted out into, and what a spectacular diving grab by Thompson at short, robbing Evans of a single. There are 2 away now. That'll bring up TJ Mullins, the third baseman. In the last game, Mullins went 1 for 3 with an RBI double, but also had 2 strikeouts. The first pitch to Mullins. Curveball fouled off down the right field line, and it's 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball grounded over to the third baseman. Fielded by McDonald, thrown on to first base in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. First chance for the Longboards in the bottom of the first inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. First chance on offense for the Longboards. We'll get you the starting lineup for the Longboards. First, Leading it off will be the extra hitter Alex Giulisano. Batting second and playing third base will be Grant McDonald. Batting third and playing left field is Ian Coleman. The cleanup hitter Reed Mazzacano will play right field. Batting fifth and playing first base is Brant Sundin. Braden Ridge bats sixth and is the designated hitter. And we will give you the rest of the starting lineup in just a second as the first pitch is swung on and fouled back. And it's an 0-1 count to Giulisano. The 0-1 pitch. Ball outside. 1-1 count now. Giulisano from Eastern Mennonite College batted .125 his freshman year with 2 runs and 1 RBI. The pitch, check swing. It will actually foul off, ricochet off of his bat. And it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Or excuse me, 2-1 pitch is a called strike on the low outside corner. And it's a 2-2 count now. Matthew Silvestri will bat seventh as that pitch is swung on and grounded right back up the middle. Second baseman cannot hang on to it. And I'm not sure what exactly to call that one because it was a tough ball. It was a tough play for the second baseman, Santaw, but at the same time, I thought he might have had a chance. I'll give Giulisano the benefit of the doubt. That's a leadoff single for the Longboards. That'll bring up Grant McDonald. The first pitch to McDonald. McDonald is fouled off over towards the Longboards dugout. It will get out of play. And it's now a 1-1 count. Finishing off the starting lineup. It will be Matthew Silvestri batting seventh and catching. Batting eighth and playing center field is Jake Poist. As that pitch misses low and away, it's a 2-1 count now. Batting ninth and playing second base is Chad Bain. And rounding things off, the number 10 hitter and the shortstop, Bryce Thompson. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball, broken bat, slow roller over to the shortstop. No play on second base, but he will throw McDonald out at first. So a 6-3 fielder's choice. Puts a runner on second base with 1 away. Oh no, actually I take that back. They're going to actually say that the first baseman, Disro, was pulled off the bag, and McDonald gets in safely. So runners at first and second now with no one out. The first pitch. Curveball popped high and out of play, and it's an 0-1 count to Ian Coleman. So that one I think you have to give an E6. So runners on first and second with nobody out. The 0-1 pitch to Coleman. Fastball, another broken bat. Grounded over to the third baseman. He'll step on third for 1. On to first for a double play. And there are 2 away. So mark that as a 5-5-3 double play. And now there's a runner on second base with 2 away. That'll bring up Reed Mazzacano, the right fielder. The first pitch to Mazzacano. ball low and away, 1-0 count. 2 straight broken bats for Kyle Hawkins on the mound. That's a good start for Hawkins. Mazzucano now steps into the box. The 0-1 pitch will be coming shortly. Pitch. Ball high. And it's a 1-1 count. Beautiful evening for baseball as the sun is just setting. The 1-1 is a ball low. 2-1 count now. "82 degrees out there right now. And partially cloudy. Just a few clouds. Not really even partially cloudy. Mostly clear. As that pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's a 2-2 count now. As we are at dusk right now. The lights starting to become the main light source on the field. The pitch. Swung on and grounded in a slow roller over to the shortstop. He'll have to run over right in front of the first base bag. Throw on to first base. But he will not be in time. That'll be an infield single for Mazzucano. So now there's runners at the corners with 2 away. That'll bring up Brant Sundin, the first baseman. Longboards threatening here in the bottom of the first. The first pitch to Sundin. Ball low and inside, 1-0 count. You have to wonder how much of a factor, especially considering they're using the exact same lineup, as the 1-0 pitch is a ball outside. Thought about throwing it. Did Brawla, but he decides to hold it up. And Mazzucano will take second on defensive indifference. Probably a smart move by Brawla not to throw that ball because, as we've seen countless times here in the Beach League, stolen bases with runners at the corner often are delayed double steals, as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's a 1-2 count. But like I was saying, wondering how much fatigue will play into this game for the Stars after having to play a pretty brutal game against the Generals. As that ball is lofted out into straightaway center field. Going back, and that will go. Get out of here. That ball was hit out to straightaway center field. That will just get over the 370 sign in straightaway center. And that's a 2-run home run, or excuse me, a 3-run home run for Brant Sundin. And it is now a 3-0 ball game. Longboards in the lead. That home run clears the bases and puts 3 on the board for the Longboards. That'll bring up Braden Ridge, the designated hitter. The first pitch to Ridge. Curveball drops in at the letters, and it's 0-1. Ridge from Spartanburg Methodist College. And looks like on that pitch, Hawkins slipped a bit on the mound. They've done a great job with this field after the rain yesterday. Getting this field ready. That misses high. It's a 2-0 count. 2-1 count. The 2-1. Swung on and lined over to the shortstop. Fielded, thrown on to first base in time for the final out of the inning. But not before the Longboards put 3 runs on the board. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. After 1 full, it's 3-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Middle of the order due up for the Stars. It will be the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Kareek Rainey steps into the box. The first pitch to Rainey misses up and away. 1-0 count. Rainey in the last game went 0 for 3. The 1-0 misses inside. 2-0 count. Here we are at Seahawk Field at Myrtle Beach High School. 3:30 down the left field line as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's 2-1. 3:30 down the left field line, 370 to straightaway center field, and 315 down the right field line. That pitch misses low, 3-1 count. They have the tarp, the banner around home plate saying The Beach with the white lettering on top of the green background. That misses low and inside. And Rainey works a walk. First base runner for the Stars early on in this game. That'll bring up Connor Bralla. Bralla in the last game had the hat trick, went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Would you count it as a continuation golden sombrero if he struck out here? I don't know. The first pitch is swung on and fouled off. And it's an 0-1 count. Certainly would like to avoid even the potential of that right here, would Bralla. The Longboards wearing their white jerseys with the white pants, black numbers on the back, and the Longboards logo on the front. That ball is launched down the left field line, but foul. And it'll be a 1-1 count. And are wearing the yellow caps with the Longboards logo on it. The Stars wearing their black jerseys with the Stars logo on them. White pants. And the... actually more of a navy blue as that pitch is a ball outside. 2-1 count. Navy blue jerseys with the navy blue caps with the Rawlings Stars logo on the front and white numbers on the back. That pitch is swung on and popped high to the right side of the infield. coming in and making the catch basically where he was is Bain for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Johnny Briotti, the center fielder. Briotti in the last game, he went 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. The same question about Bralla can be asked about Briotti. If he strikes out at any point in this game, is it a continuation hat trick for him? The first pitch is a ball outside, 1-0 count to Briotti. The 1-0 pitch will not come as Rodin steps off the mound. Now resets. The first pitch misses up and away. 1-0 count to Briotti. Runner on first base, 1 away. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's a 1-2 count. The pitch. Pickoff throw over to first base. And it gets past the first baseman, Sundin. That will allow Rainey to advance to second base on the E1. So now runner in scoring position with 1 away. A pitching mound for Silvestri. And he tries to talk some strategy with Rodin with the runner on second base now. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the left field line, and it's an 0-1 count to Briotti. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the left field line again. And we'll do it all over again. Briotti decided to take a long walk around the batter's circle. Guess just to clear his thoughts and prepare for the next pitch. The pitch. Curveball misses high. A curveball that just didn't break. And it misses high. It's a full count now. And the umpire going over to the pitching mound to talk to the pitcher about something. Not sure what exactly he's talking to him about. Doing some hand motions. And now the field umpire now goes back to his position and resets. The payoff pitch. Ball in the dirt. And Briotti works the walk. So runner on first and second base now with 1 away. That'll bring up Blaine Spencer. In the first game, Spencer went 0 for 2, worked a walk in his first play appearance, and then came around to score. The first pitch to Spencer. Swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 0-1. Just some high heat by Roden. Just blasted it by Spencer, and he was swinging for the fences on that hack. The 0-1. Misses up and in. They will ask if he went around. He did not. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Curveball drops in at the knees. It's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2 pitch. Ball low and inside. 2-2 count now. The 2-2. Swung on and hit right back up the middle. Trying to get it, and it goes through his leg. That is Thompson. He was played in a pretty good position, but just couldn't quite get to it in time. And that's a one-out single for Spencer. Not hit hard enough for Rainey to go home from second. So now the bases are loaded with one away. And that'll bring up Zion Disrow. Disrow in the first game went 0 for 3. Would love to get his first hit of the day right here in a clutch spot. Bases loaded, one away. The first pitch to Disrow. Curveball doesn't break much, and it gets away from the catcher slightly. Only rolling onto the banner, though, and Silvestri is able to recover it and avoid any runners from advancing. One 0 pitch, one away. Roden gets set. And now he steps off. Silvestri will go out to the mound, maybe talking some signs. Especially with the runner on second base. Maybe some confusion in the signs. But now they seem to have it squared away, and now we are set to begin once again. 1-0 count. The pitch. Curveball again doesn't really break much, and it's a 2-0 count. Roden trying to throw that curveball to break down in at the letters, but neither pitch of the last two has had enough break. And a flat curveball, if that's thrown in the heart of the zone, that's a bad omen for the Longboards. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 2-1. Right there, Roden just reared back and threw the fastball on the inside part of the plate right by Disrow. The 2-1 pitch. Ball low. 3-1 count now. The 3-1 pitch. Misses low and in. And Disrow walks in a run. That's a way to get on base for the first time today. Would have preferred to get a hit probably, but he'll take the walk and the RBI. So that will cut the lead down to 2. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And there are still bases loaded with only one away. That'll bring up Thaddeus Trepanier, the left fielder. In the first game, he went 1 for 1 with an RBI single, also walked. The head coach for the Stars is asking for something over at home plate, or over at the Stars dugout. And looks like the runner at first base needed something from the dugout. So he'll head down to first base again. And we are set once again. Trepanier steps into the box. The first pitch to Trepanier is a ball high, and it's a 1-0 count. Big opportunity for the Stars to potentially take the lead for the first time today, as that misses high, 2-0 count. And potentially blow this game wide open. The 2-0. Ball low and inside, 3-0 count now. And you have to wonder, with how wild Rodin has been of late, how long of a leash he'll have. The pitch. Strike on the low inside corner. It's a 3-1 count. That was just a get-me-over fastball on 3-0. The 3-1. Ball in the dirt. And that'll be a 5-pitch walk for Trepanier. And that'll walk in another run. So Briotti walks in on that walk. That'll bring up TJ Santaw. The first pitch to Santaw is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's a 0-1 count. Santaw in the first game struck out twice, so he could be up for the hat trick. That pitch, curveball, drops in on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-2. The 0-2. Curveball chopped at the plate. And we'll do it all over again at 0-2. Bases are loaded. 1 away. Already 2 runs in for the Stars in this inning. The 0-2 again misses low and away. 1-2 count. Good block by Silvestri, keeping it in front of him. The 1-2. Curveball misses low. And it's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2. Curveball called strike 3 on the inside black. And there are 2 away. And Santaw, in terms of the overall day, that's a hat trick for him. That's his 3rd strikeout. That'll bring up the Avion Sumter. He's 0 for 1 today, in this game at least. The first pitch is a strike at the letters, and it's 0-1. Bases are loaded, 2 away. 2 runs already in the inning for the Stars. But considering they gave up 3 in the bottom half of the first, they would love to get at least 1 more to tie the game back up. That ball's fouled down the left field line. And it's 1-1. Or excuse me, 0-2. The 0-2 called strike 3. And they actually tossed Sumter out of the game as he slammed his bat down on the called 3rd strike, and the umpire immediately ejected him. And the umpire, or the manager for the Stars, is not happy with that call. But Sumter strikes out looking and is thrown out of the game. And that will send us to the bottom of the first inning, but not before the Stars put 2 up on their own. It is now a 3-2 ball game here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. traditional bottom of the order 7, 8, 9 due up for the Longboards here in the bottom of the second inning. It will be Matthew Silvestri leading it off. The first pitch to Silvestri is a ball low and away. It's a 1-0 count. We'll have to try to figure out who the new shortstop is, who comes in for Sumter after he was ejected from the game. That pitch misses up and away. 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch swung on and fouled back. It's a 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Swung on and grounded over to the new shortstop. He'll field it, throw on to first base in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Jake Poist, the center fielder. The first pitch to Poist is a ball outside. It's a 1-0 count. That pitch is swung on and slapped down the left field line, but it will hook foul. It's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 ball in the dirt. 2-1 count now. The pitch. Ball low. 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Ball just a little bit low. And Poist works a walk. So runner on first base now with one away. That'll bring up Chad Bain. Bain, the second baseman. The first pitch is a curveball that drops in on the low outside corner, and it's an 0-1 count to Bain. The 0-1 pickoff throw over to first base, actually first, keeping Poist close. The 0-1 pitch swung on and lined down the left field line, foul. It'll be an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch. Pickoff throw almost got him, but that ball ricochets off of Disro's glove. Probably wouldn't have gotten Poist in time anyway, but he was not able to catch that cleanly. Sun completely down now. Lights are in full effect here at Myrtle Beach High School. The pitch. Curveball just misses a little low, and it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch misses up and away. 2-2 count. The 2-2. Curveball misses low and away. Throw down to second base, not in time. As Poise steals second. Now the count's worked full. The payoff pitch swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it all over again at full count. The payoff pitch. Is a ball low and away. And Bain is able to work a walk. So runners on first and second base now with one away. That'll bring up Bryce Thompson. The first pitch to Thompson. Curveball drops in on a low outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball down and in, within the dirt, and going to second base and now actually being thrown out. Caught stealing on the low pitch in the dirt, and there are two away. Bain tried to go for second base, but he was caught stealing, and now there are two away. A great throw by Brala from the dirt. So now there are two away. The other runner, Poise, did advance to third. So runner at third base with two away. That is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's a 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Swung on and lofted over toward the second baseman. The first baseman, Disrow, will actually take it himself. And that's the final out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. We head to the top of the third inning. Still 3-1 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. I have the official changes that have been made as the first pitch is swung on and lofted out into right center field. That will land and get all the way to the wall. but not going that hard was Evans, so he will stay at first. That'll be a leadoff single. And there's a runner on first base now with no one out. And that'll bring up TJ Mullins. I have the changes for the Stars as a result of the Sumter ejection. We'll get you those in just a second. The first pitch is a ball inside, and it's a 1-0 count. Jason Labrador takes over in the leadoff spot. As that pitch is a strike at the knees, it's a 1-1 count now. Jason Labrador takes over in the leadoff spot for Sumter, but he will be the extra hitter. And the extra hitter, Blaine Spencer, moves over to short for Sumter in the field. That pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Evans close. The pitch well inside, and it will plunk Mullins. So now runners on first and second base with nobody out. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Kareek Rainey. Joe Rodin out to pitch his third inning of work from Georgia Southwestern College. That misses up and away. It's a 1-0 count to Rainey. From Georgia Southwestern in his freshman year, had a 4.5 ERA as the 1-0 pitch bunt looked like he squared around a bunt but pulled it back, and it's ball two. 4.5 ERA, 2 whip, 2 walks, no strikeouts. He only pitched 2 innings this past season. The pitch. Swung on and lined out in over to the second baseman, or to the shortstop. He'll catch it on the fly, and they will double up Evans at second base. So count that as an L6-4 double play. And there are 2 away. So runner on first base now with 2 outs. That'll bring up Connor Brala. He's 0 for 1 in this game. But like I was mentioning, Rodin only pitched 2 innings this past season. Has an 83 to 88 mile an hour fastball. As that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's no 1 count. 74 to 77 mile an hour curveball, 74 mile an hour changeup, and a 74 to 75 mile an hour slider. The 0-1 misses inside, and they'll say it plunked Brala. So runners on first and second base with 2 away. And that'll bring up Johnny Brioli. Or Briotti, excuse me. He does not have an official at-bat yet. Worked a walk in his first play appearance in the second and then came around to score. The first pitch to Briotti. Misses in low and inside. 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 low and inside gets away from the catcher. That wild pitch will allow both runners to advance. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away here in the top half of the third. The pitch now to Briotti. Misses high. And it's a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Ball low and inside. And Briotti works a walk. So now bases are loaded with 2 away. That'll bring up Blaine Spencer. He's 1 for 1 in this game with a single. Would love to get another one right here and drive in a few runs. The first pitch to Spencer. Fastball just misses low and away. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball misses it up and in. 2-0 count. The 2-0. Curveball misses low. 3-0 count. That pitch is a strike at the knees. And it's a 3-1 count now. That pitch is swung and lined down the left field line. Foul. The pitch swung on and fouled back into the catcher once again. The umpire will walk the ball up to the pitcher to give Silvestri a little bit of time to recoup. And we'll do it all over again. Bases are loaded, 2 away. It's a full count. Probably the biggest pitch in this game thus far. The payoff pitch. Curveball misses inside. And a run is walked in by Spencer. And that will now cut the lead down. It is all tied up now at 3. Bases are still loaded with 2 away. That'll bring up Zion Disrow. He is 1 for 1, does not have an official at bat yet today. Walked in a run himself in the 2nd inning. Mound visit. And looks like we're going to get a new pitcher for the Longboards. So we'll take a quick break. I'll find out who the new pitcher is and give you all of his information when we come back here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. New pitcher in for the Longboards. It will be Casey Lawson in the pitch. The first pitch by Lawson is a ball outside. So 1-0 count. 1-0 count to Disrow. The 1-0 pitch. Sidearm delivery fouled off. And it's a 1-1 count. Lawson uses a sidearm delivery from Weber International. Throws a 78 to 80 mile an hour fastball, 67 mile an hour curveball. Was a two-sport athlete, or a three-sport athlete in high school, as that pitch is swung on and lofted out into right field. That'll drop in there. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It'll be a 2-run single for Zion Disrow. And just like that, now the Stars take a 5-3 lead. That'll bring up Thaddeus Trepanier. Trepanier does not have an official at-bat yet. Worked a walk and drove in a run in the second inning. The first pitch is swung on and lofted down over the Stars dugout, and it's an 0-1 count. Finishing off on Lawson, he was a three-sport athlete at Chiefland High School, playing wide receiver and strong safety on the football team. As that ball gets away from the catcher, the wild pitch will allow both runners to advance, and now 2 runners in scoring position again with 2 away. Runners on second and third now. Played wide receiver and strong safety on the football team, and also played on the basketball team at Chiefland High School. Did Lawson. That misses up and in. And it's a 3-0 count. Or excuse me, 2-1 count. The 2-1. Lofted over to the shortstop, and that will get into left field for a base hit. Going home and sliding in safely is Disrow from second. That's a 2-run single for Trepanier. And it is now a 7-3 ball game. More well-placed hitting by the Stars. That'll now bring up TJ Santaw. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking in his first at-bat in this game. Runner on first base, 2 away. The pitch. Ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Sidearm delivery, lofted foul down the right field line. And it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1, ball low and away, 2-1 count now. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and chopped over to the third baseman. He will not be able to hang on to it. And that'll be... No, actually, I take that back. He does throw it over to first base in time. Or I think they will actually say he caught it on the fly. So a pop out to the third baseman. And that'll end the inning. But not before the Stars put a 5 spot on the board. And they now take a 7-3 lead as we head to the top of the bottom of the third inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order due up for the Longboards as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Alex Giulisano will lead it off. He is 1 for 1 today with a single. The first pitch, a good changeup that gets Giulisano to swing out in front of it. And it's 0-1. Kyle Hawkins out in his third inning of work from Claflin College. The 0-1. Ball low and inside, 1-1 count. In his sophomore year, went 0-2 with a 9.75 ERA, 2.33 whip. Had 20 walks and 16 strikeouts. The 1-1. Swung on and hit out deep out into left field. Getting underneath it is the left fielder Trepanier, and he will put it away for the first out of the inning. 1 up, 1 down for the Longboards. That'll bring up Grant McDonald. He does not have an official at bat yet, is 0 for 1, reached on an error in the first inning, and then came around to score. Hawkins' favorite meal is chicken. Now, the big question with that is, as the first pitch is a curveball that drops in at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count. The big question with that is, what kind of chicken? Chicken is one of those meats that you can do pretty much anything with it, and it's good. Favorite TV show is MLB Network. Gotta agree with that. Stay up on your baseball as that one's lofted out down the right field line. Ranging over and catching it at the line is Evans, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Ian Coleman, who is 0 for 1, grounded out to a 5-5-3 double play in the first inning. The first pitch to Coleman is a ball outside, 1-0 count. He's a Baltimore Orioles fan. Hawkins throws a 71 to 75 mile an hour fastball as that misses low and away, 2-0 count now. And throws a 59 mile an hour curveball. The 2-0 pitch misses high, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. Strike on a low outside corner, and it's a 3-1 count now. Just a get-me-over fastball by Hawkins. The 3-1 misses outside, and it's a 5-pitch walk for Coleman. Runner on first base now with 2 away. That'll bring up Reed Mazzacano. He's 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored. The first pitch to Mazzacano is a ball low and inside, 1-0 count now. The 1-0 is swung on and missed for strike 2, and well off the bag is Coleman. And the snap throw over to first by Bralla gets Coleman leaning. He was past the indent over at first base, and he had to dive back, and he is not able to do so. He gets picked off to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the top of the 5th inning, end of 3, with the score 7-3 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order due up for the Stars in the top of the 4th inning. Jason Labrador will come in, and he will get his first chance at the plate after coming in to replace Davion Sumter, who was ejected from the game. That pitch is lofted down the left field line. That will drop foul. And it's an 0-1 count. It is a 7-3 ball game. The first pitch, the 0-1 is a ball low and away. 1-0 count. 1-1 count. The 1-1. Curveball drops in at the knees. And it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Fastball misses up and in. Labrador almost lost his balance having to try to get himself out of the way. And it's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2. Misses outside. 3-2 count now. That was a slider that just broke a little too far and missed well low and away. The payoff pitch. Time is called at the plate. Labrador will reset. Now steps back into the box. The payoff pitch. Swung on and lofted over to the shortstop, or excuse me, to the second baseman. He will not be able to get it. It will fall in right center field. That'll be a leadoff single for Labrador. And there is a runner on first base with no one out to start off the top half of the 4th inning. That'll bring up Jimmy Evans. He is 1 for 2 today. Was robbed of a hit by a great diving catch by Thompson at short. The first pitch is a ball high. And it's a 1-0 count to Evans. And then he got a single in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 pitch. Well behind Evans. And that'll ricochet off of the brick in the backstop and ricochet all the way down the 3rd base line, about a third of the way down the 3rd base line, which Silvestri had to chase after. Needless to say, Labrador advances to second base on the wild pitch. Runner on second base now with no one out. That is a ball outside, and it's a 2-0 count. The 2-0 pitch. Strike on the low outside corner. And it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1. Strike on the low outside corner. And it's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded over to the shortstop. Fielded by Thompson. Throw on first base in time for the second out of the inning. But with that ball being hit behind Labrador, he's able to advance to third. So there's a runner at third base now with one away. That'll bring up TJ Mullins. He's 0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch in his last play appearance and came around to score. The first pitch. Strike on the outside black, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 missed outside. 1-1 count now. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2 well outside as Silvestri had to lunge out to make that catch and avoid that one from going to the backstop as well, allowing Labrador to score. The 2-1 fouled back to the screen, and now it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Low and inside, gets away from the catcher, and that will allow Labrador to score on the wild pitch. Another run scores for the Stars. It is now 8-3. And Silvestri will go out to talk with Lawson. The payoff pitch. Ball in the dirt. And Mullins works a walk. So runner on first base now with one away. That'll bring up Karik Rainey, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1 today. The first pitch to Rainey is a strike on the inside black, and it's a 1-1 count. The 0-1. Low and inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Misses up and away, 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Misses low and inside. 3-1 count now. The 3-1. Swung on and popped high to the right side. Going out and making the catch is the second baseman, Bain. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Connor Brala. He's 0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch in the last inning and came around to score. Runner on first base, 2 away now in the top of the 4th inning. The first pitch swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded past. Oh, what a diving grab by McDonald. Throw on the first base in time. A web gem of a play for Grant McDonald. Diving to his left, making the grab and throwing a bullet over to first base to get Brala out at first. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and 1 left on base. After 3.5, it is now 8-3 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. But then transferred to Georgia Southwestern. The 1-1 is a ball outside. 2-1 count now. The 2-1 pitch. Pickoff throw over to first base. They got him in the rundown, but they will not be able to get him. It was a high throw over to Disrow. And Mazzucano was able to steal second safely. So now runner on second base with nobody out. The pitch is fouled off. And it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Swung on and line down the right field line, foul. And we'll do it all over again at 1-2. The 1-2. Called strike 3 at the knees, and there is one away. That'll bring up Braden Ridge. He's 0 for 1 today. Ground out to the shortstop to end the first inning. Braden Ridge from the upstate here in South Carolina. Went to Emerald High School. Currently going to Spartanburg Methodist. The first pitch. Well, they will get Mazzucano in a rundown, and tagging him out will be the third baseman Mullins. So mark that as a 1-5. And there are 2 away. So no runners on, now 2 away in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The first pitch to Ridge is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. The 0-1, ball high, 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch misses high. 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Curveball misses inside. 3-1 count now. The 3-1 pitch. The 3-1 pitch is a ball low, and Ridge works a walk. So a runner on first base now with 2 away. That'll bring up Matthew Silvestri. He's 0 for 1. Silvestri is from Swarthmore. And one of his coaches, as a pickoff throw over to first base, and Ridge gets in safely. One of his coaches over at Swarthmore, Josh Throckmorton, I worked with while I was on the Cape League. That misses low. And it's a 1-0 count to Silvestri. I worked with Josh back when I was working at Yarmouth Dennis on the Cape Cod League. And now he's an assistant over at Swarthmore. That ball's hit out deep out into right center field. That could go. And it will be caught. What an outstanding grab by Briotti, running into the wall and making the catch over the fence. And now Briotti is down. He took a big whack as that ball was hit out into right center field. The entire team on the field goes out to check on Briotti. But that is the final out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 4 full, it is still 8-3 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. we've got a pinch hitter in for Briotti, who was supposed to be due up in this spot. Not sure who it is. I will try to get the information for you in between innings again. The first pitch is swung on and lined into the hole. Oh, what a great diving grab by the second baseman, Bain. Throws on the first base in time for the first out of the inning. What a great diving play by Bain, and there's one away. That'll bring up Blaine Spencer. He is 1 for 1.
That was Winston Dyer.
Winston Dyer is the pinch hitter. Was the pinch hitter for Briotti. So he'll come in to replace Briotti. Blaine Spencer up to the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single, an RBI, and a run scored off of a walk. That pitch is the ball low. It's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 strike on the low outside corner, and it's a 1-2 count now. Blaine Spencer from Louisiana College. The 1-2 misses up and away. 2-2 count now. Was a two-sport athlete at Bunkie High School, also playing middle linebacker and guard on the football team. That pitch is fouled back. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. The 2-2. That ball is lofted down the right field line, but it will drop foul. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Zion Disrow. He is 1 for 1 today with a 2-run single, a walk that drove in a run, and a run scored. Has 1 hit. He's 1 for 1 with 1 run and 3 RBI already today. Doesn't have a chance outside of hitting a home run for an RBI here, though. That pitch is swung on. Check swing. They said he did go around. And it's 0-1. The 0-1. Curveball strike on the high inside corner, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called on the outside black. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 8-3 Stars in the lead here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Bottom of the order, 8, 9, 10 due up for the Longboards in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It will be Jake Poist who leads it off. Does not have an official at-bat yet today. Worked a walk in his first play appearance. The first pitch to Poist is a strike at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count. The 1-0 is, or 0-1 is fouled off. And it's an 0-2 count. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's one away. That'll bring up Chad Bain. He does not have an official at-bat yet. Worked a walk in the 2nd inning. The first pitch to Bain is swung on and fouled down the first base line, but it will fall. And there is one strike. 0-1 count now. Bain steps back into the box. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball drops in on a high inside corner. Made Bain move away thinking it was going to hit him, but it broke back over the high inside corner. And it's 0-2. The 0-2. Swung on and hit over to the shortstop. Fielded. Thrown on to first base in time for the 2nd out of the inning. A nice throw by Spencer over at short. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up the number 10 here, Bryce Thompson. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the first baseman to end the 2nd inning. The first pitch to Thompson. Curveball drops in on the low inside corner, and it's 0-1. That curveball by Hawkins is working very effectively right now. The 0-1. Ball low. 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Strike on the low inside corner, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball, called strike 3 on the low inside corner, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 5 full, it is still 8-3 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Nine, 10-1 due up for the Stars as we head to the top of the 5th inning. It will be Thaddeus Trepanier leading it off. He is 1 for 1 today with a walk, a single, and 3 runs batted in. He's had a very productive day thus far. The first pitch. Swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher. Flip on to first base in time. 1 pitch, 1 away for the Stars. That'll bring up TJ Santaw. He's 0 for 2 today. As of right now, the schedule for tomorrow looks like this. At 8 o'clock, it will be the Dolphins and the Mallards. That's a ball low. It's a 1-0 count to Santaw. The 1-0. Strike on low inside corner. It's a 1-1 count now. Dolphins and Mallards at 8 o'clock. Rays will face off against the winner of Game 14 at 10:30. And that's a curveball that drops in on the outside black. It's a 1-2 count now. And another winner's bracket game will occur at 1 o'clock. So only 3 games tomorrow here at Myrtle Beach High School as that ball's fouled off. And it will remain a 1-2 count. But that is all contingent upon what happens with the weather tomorrow. That pitch misses outside. 2-2 count now. As the forecast for tomorrow, that pitch misses outside. Full count now. The forecast for tomorrow, as of right now, it jumps up to 24% chance of rain at 5 in the morning. That pitch is lofted down the right field line. Foul. And we'll do it all over again at full. Then jumps up to 33% at 6 a.m., 42% at 7 a.m., 38% at 8 a.m., 49 at 9 a.m., and then 57 at 10 a.m. As that pitch is a ball. And Santal works a walk. So runner on first base with 1 away. That brings us back to the top of the order. And Jason Labrador in his second at-bat. He's 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored. The first pitch to Labrador. Swung on and lofted into shallow left field. Going back and making the catch is the shortstop Thompson. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Jimmy Evans. He's 1 for 3 today. Was robbed of a hit by a great diving grab by Thompson in the first inning and has a single and a fielder's choice. The first pitch to Evans. Curveball just a little low and inside. It's a 1-0 count. So tomorrow could be a very simple day or could be a very chaotic day. Who knows? That ball is lofted out into left center field. Going back and making the catch is the center fielder Poist, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 5.5, it is still 8-3 Stars here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. top of the order due up for the Longboards in the bottom half of the 6th inning. They will try to get back into this one. Currently down by 5, 8-3. Alex Giulisano steps into the box. He's 1 for 2 today. The first pitch to Giulisano. Strike at the knees, and it's no 1 count. The 1-0 pitch. Ball outside. 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Curveball drops in at the knees, and it's a 1-2 count now. Hawkins trying to make quick work of this Longboards order in the inning. That misses up and away. 2-2 count now. Trying to get out of the top of the order unscathed. The 2-2. Curveball misses up and in. Full count now. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Grant McDonald. He is 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error in the first inning and then came around to score. The first pitch to McDonald is the ball high. It's a 1-0 count now. The 1-0 is a ball low. 2-0 count now. The 2-0. Fouled back to the screen. And it's a 2-1 count now. The 2-0, or 2-1, excuse me, swung on and lofted out into left field. Going and making the catch is the left fielder for the second out of the inning. So 2 away now. That'll bring up Ian Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk in the 3rd inning, but was then picked off. Pitch misses is a called strike on the low inside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 curveball popped high into shallow left field. Calling off the third baseman is Spencer at short, and he will make the catch to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Still an 8-3 ball game. Stars trying to extend their lead with their last chance on offense here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Heart of the order due up for the Stars. Hardly ordered due up in the last chance on offense for the Stars. They are currently up by 5, 8-3 right now, but they would love to get even more. Get a few more insurance runs right here in the top half of the 7th. The first pitch to Mullins is a ball outside, and it's a 1-0 count. TJ Mullins 0 for 1 today was hit by a pitch and came around to score as that pitch misses outside. 2-0 count now. And also walked. The 2-0. Ball low. 3-0 count now. The 3-0. Misses outside. And Mullins works a walk. So runner on first base now with nobody out. That'll bring up Kareek Rainey, the designated hitter. He is 0 for 2 today. Lined out to the shortstop, which resulted in a double play in the 3rd inning, and then popped out to the second baseman in the 4th. But did work a walk and drove and came around to score in the 2nd inning, as we will have a new pitcher coming in for the Longboards. So we'll take a quick break and come right back. We'll get you all the information on the new pitcher when we return here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. New pitcher in for the Longboards is Jake Roberts, as the first pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's an 0-1 count to Rainey. And we have another defensive substitution for the Longboards. I'll give it to you in just a second. The 0-1 curveball strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's an 0-2 count. Lane Gay comes in to catch for Silvestri, but Silvestri will still be hitting in the lineup as Roberts steps off the mound. Jake Roberts from Salem Community College is from Hilton Head High School from the Low Country. That misses low and away, and it's a 2-1 count. So Lane Gay will be coming in for Grant McDonald, or excuse me, for Alex Giulisano, as that ball is fouled off. Going on the pitch was Mullins, but he'll have to go back to first base after the foul ball. Not sure if that was supposed to be a hit and run or a straight steal. But either way, Mullins is forced to go back to first. So Lane Gay will come in for Giulisano in the lineup. But he will take over as the catcher. That misses up and in. It's a 3-1 count now. While Silvestri stayed in the lineup in the 7th spot, but will now be the extra hitter. The 3-1. Curveball. The 2-1 pitch actually just misses low. Now it's a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Curveball misses high. And Rainey will take first base. So runner on first and second now with nobody out. That'll bring up Connor Brala. Brala is 0 for 2 today. Was robbed of a hit by a great play down at the hot corner by McDonald. That pitch swung on and missed for strike one, and it's a 0-1 count. But did work a walk and came around to score back in the 3rd inning. The big 3rd inning for the Stars. That's been the difference, has been that 3rd inning. If it wasn't for that, this game would be all tied up at 3. That misses low and away. Gets away from the catcher for a second. And Gay had some trouble finding it. And the pitcher had to come off the mound and find it for him. And in the process, it will allow both runners to advance on the wild pitch. So now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. And the Stars are just looking to expand their lead even further. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. It'll be a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 pitch. Brawler will step out of the box and reset himself. Now steps back in. The 2-1. Curveball swung on and missed. Actually, that's the 3rd strike. And there's 1 away. So now 1 out. That'll bring up Winston Dyer. Dyer is 0 for 1 today. Was robbed of a hit by the first base or the second baseman. A great diving play. The first pitch to Dyer is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low and inside. 1-1 count now. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 count now. For some reason, Mullins was about halfway down the third base line and was coming into home as that ball was fouled off. Guess just going on contact, but with only one away. Kind of surprising that that ball's popped high. We'll see if it stays in play. It will, and a great job by McDonald staying with it over by the fence down the third base line. Just a little bit beyond the Stars dugout, and there are two away. That'll bring up Blaine Spencer. He is 1 for 2 today with a single, a walk, a run scored, and an RBI. The first pitch to Spencer. Curveball misses high, 1-0 count. Runners on second and third, 2 away. The Stars would love to expand their lead even further. Currently up by 5. The 1-0. Strike on low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Swung on and lined over to the second baseman. He'll catch it on the fly. A great play by Bain to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Last chance for the Longboards to try to keep this game going or potentially even win it. Middle of the order due up in the bottom half of the 7th inning with the score 8-1 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Last chance for the Longboards to stay in the winner's bracket with the middle of the order coming up to the plate in the bottom half of the 7th inning. It will be Reed Mazzacano leading it off. He is 1 for 1 today with a single and a run scored. And was also hit by a pitch. The first pitch, a ball just a little bit low. And it's a 1-0 count. Kyle Hawkins still on the mound, trying to finish off the complete game. The pitch, that ball's fouled back to the screen. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Curveball just off the plate outside. And it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Curveball, check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. And he misses low and away. Full count. The payoff pitch. Swung on, slow roller over to the shortstop. Fielded. thrown on to first base by Spencer in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brant Sundin. He's 1 for 2 today with a 3-run home run. That is all the runs scored for the Longboards in this game were off of that 3-run jack back in the first inning. The first pitch to Sundin. Strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch misses away. 1-1 count now. The 1-1 curveball misses up and away. 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Swung on and grounded over to the second baseman. Fielded by Santaw. Thrown on to first base in time. And now the Longboards are down to their final out. That'll bring up Braden Ridge, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1 today, with a walk and a ground out. The first pitch to Ridge. Ball low and away. 1-0 count. The 1-0. Swung on and slapped down the left field line, and that will be foul. Just barely. Mullins almost was able to backhand it, but it just went past his glove and landed in foul territory. So that's just a loud strike one. It's a 1-1 count. I thought that might have been the game right there. The 1-1. Ball low in the dirt. 2-1 count now. The 2-1. Strike on the outside part of the plate, and now the Longboards are down to their final strike. 2-2 count. The 2-2. Popped high into straightaway center field. Getting underneath it and making the catch is the center fielder Briotti. Or excuse me, it is now Dyer out there who will make the catch to end the game. And the Rawlings Stars win it by a final score of 8-3. The winning pitcher is Kyle Hawkins. The loss is saddled to Casey Lawson. So that'll just about wrap it up for me. Actually, excuse me, I take that back. The loss will be saddled to Joe Roden. So that'll wrap it up for me. We will be back bright and early in the morning at 8 o'clock when the Dolphins take on the Mallards, weather permitting, obviously, right here at Myrtle Beach High School and right here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Once again, final score, the Stars win it by a final score of 8-3. I'm Brandon Biscuit.